Is live a match reaction. What a game! What a second half for Arsenal. After a bit of a poor first half, I thought it was a bit sloppy in that first half. But what a second half, man! I can't believe what I was watching. Declan Rice. Apparently, he's never scored a direct free kick, and tonight he got two against Real Madrid, the European Champions League champions. They've won it 15 times more than any other club in the world, in Europe, I should say, sorry. And we scored them in that second half. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Let me just wait for a few people to start watching. Get your comments in the comment section. Stick a like on the video. Don't forget to do that. It's most important, that is. It helps the channel. Don't cost you nothing. But what's a result for Arsenal, eh? We go to the Bernabeu, I don't know how to say it. We go to Real Madrid next week with a 3-0 cushion, 1 foot in the semi-finals. 1 foot in the semi-finals already, and I can't believe it. I tell you what, I was expecting a much, much tougher game, especially after that sloppy first half. I thought Odegaard was very sloppy in the first half, and he's a player that I keep having a go at recently, but, he's justified. But he was all right tonight. It was sloppy in the first half, but he played all right in that second half, and he did have a little bit of a resurgence in his form, and he was a lot better. I don't know what happened at half time. Maybe Arteta give him a rollicking in the dressing room, but everyone was good in that second half. Everyone, and I'm amazed that we scored 2 free kicks like that. Declan Rice took them both, and it was the result. Mikel Merino gets the third goal. And there's another player that I keep moaning about why he keeps starting Mikel Merino up front. But, all right, he did come from deep to score the third goal. But, he opened his body up. He looked like he was leaning back. I thought he was going to be going backwards. Same thing the commentator said. Miles Lewis-Skelly feeds him in and he whips it and scores the third goal. What a result, man. Clean sheet as well. Absolutely, John Ronan in the comments there. Clean sheet as well. We'll go to Real Madrid. 3-0 cushion. Definitely 1 foot in the semi-final there. Could we go all the way this year? Could we get to the final? Could we, it's either Aston Villa. Who's Aston Villa got? It's gone right at me. PSG. Aston Villa or PSG if we get past Real Madrid. I think we've got a great chance now. I did downplay it in the preview. I didn't think that we could have a performance like this. It's the performance, it's the half of the season. That second half was unbelievable. It's just, I didn't expect it, and I don't think anybody else. I've not seen any other content creator or commentator or pundit or anybody else say that Arsenal was going to win the game that convincingly. Everyone was saying I've said it myself in the preview, everyone was saying about the form of Real Madrid. It's been a bit up and down. It's been a bit, been a bit off. And we could see why. And you know how ruthless they are, Real Madrid. The fans are going to be on Ancelotti's back straight away. Great manager, won them the Champions League last season, but they're going to be on his back, and that's what happens out there at Real Madrid. These the big Spanish clubs. The fans don't take kindly to embarrassment or defeat. Jack's in the chat. How you doing, Jack? Come on, still Arteta out though. Anthony Herbert's in the chat. Rice was a different gravy tonight with those free kicks. He should have taken them. He should be taking them now. Odegaard stepped aside. You can't take that. You can't take them. It's facts, facts, facts. He's got to be our free kick taker now. He has never scored 320 odd games. Apparently, he's played in the Premier League. He's never scored a direct free kick. He's never scored one. And today he got 2 in the same game against the fucking European champions, Real Madrid. Unbelievable. And I thought he was fantastic all night, to be honest. Declan Rice, I thought he was brilliant all night. And I know he's had his critics since he's been at Arsenal, but I rate him. I think he's brilliant. And He should be captain. He should be captain. Either him or Gabriel. I lean more towards Declan Rice. I know Anthony Herbert in the chat there. He leans more towards Gabriel Magalhaes. But, you know, even Jacob Kiwior, even he had a decent game tonight. He didn't put a foot wrong. He didn't put a foot wrong up against Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., you know, Rodrigo. John Ronan saying already booked the night off if we get to the finals, the 31st of May. John Davis in the chat. How you doing, John? Well done, Lee. Strike Force wins football games. As we had the conversation, why not? Breaking news after tonight, flip-flop is Arteta in. Laugh at that. Who, me? I'm not Arteta in. I'm not Arteta in. I do think we should be getting a new manager. And I believe we will get a new manager. Don't forget, everybody in the chat, put your thumbs up, put a like on the video for me. Let's get this out there. Let's get this stream out to other people as well. We need to get some likes on the channel, some more views, some more subscribers. Let's build this channel up. Nice little community I have got, but I'm not really getting the views at the minute. Not getting the subscriptions either. It don't cost nothing. I can see Declan Rice and Mikel Merino being interviewed on the pitch now. Obviously, I don't know what they're saying because I have to keep the volume off because of copyright. But let me know in the chat what they're saying. I think Arteta in from a Chelsea fan. Do you? Would you take him at Chelsea, Jack? You'd take him at Chelsea. You'd take Arteta. Wow. He might be better than Maresca. You know, I think he's a better manager than Maresca, even though, you know, a lot of the fan base are divided on him, and they've been divided since he come. Like, you know, there's fans out there who've not wanted him. I didn't want him at the start. But I was behind him last season and the year before, I must admit. This is why I'm a flip-flop. Because at first I wasn't, then I was, and then I weren't again. So this season, I'll bet the first 10, 15 games of this season, I turned on him again, and I was thinking, you know what, we need someone better, because we wasn't cutting the mustard. We wasn't, what's the word? We wasn't building on what we achieved over the last two seasons. Finishing, I know we're probably going to finish runners up again, but we're a long way behind Liverpool. We should have took our chance this season when Man City fell off the cliff. But I'll jump out anyways. I'll let you lot have your moment. All right, Jack, thanks for joining in anyway, mate. Appreciate that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was saying, yeah, this is why Anthony calls me that, the flip-flop. But you can change your mind. You know what I mean? People think things, and there was players that have been at the club over the history that I thought was shit, and then they come good. Like Thierry Henry wasn't great when he first came, was he? And look what happened to him. You know, people can change your mind. You know, it doesn't mean you have to keep having a go at someone because they changed their mind a couple of times. It doesn't matter, does it? You're entitled to your opinions, and opinions change. You know, as seasons go on. I mean, Alex Ferguson was on the verge of getting sacked because he was shit. He was shit at first at Man United. And then what happened? Look what happened. The rest is history. Look how many titles he won in the end. If he had been... there was a game. Who was it against? I can't remember who it was against. There was a game that they said if he loses that game, Man United, the legendary Man United manager, if he loses that game, they would have sacked him. But he won the game, he kept the job, and the rest is history. James Lowe in the chat. Come on, you Gooners. Come on. What a game, James. I mean, I could not believe what I was watching. I couldn't. At that first half, I was thinking at half-time, oh, here we go again. You know, Odegaard give the ball away a few times. Even Saka give the ball away. But I'll tell you something. He's him down that right-hand side and Martinelli down the left-hand side. They was having so much success. We could have been even more goals up. I think Martinelli hit one. Declan Rice had an header, didn't he, in the first half? And Martinelli should have scored, really, on the rebound. But he didn't. John Rona, Manchester is blue. I am 11, and they sold me a Red Bull. Oh my God! If you're 11, mate, you shouldn't even be in the chat. Really, to be honest, it's a bit late at night as well, mate. John Rona does away goals don't count. I think they've been stopped. Yeah, they've been stopped. Away goals do not count. Big up, bro, from Coach Jordace. I should really have my glasses. I've got them here. Let me put my glasses on, man. Big up, bro. Really good performance. Everyone played well. We had forgotten Kiwior is a Poland starter. Bullied them. He's been learning from Gabriel Magalhaes. I was so worried about it. I was worried about that. If you see the preview, go back and have a look at it. I was terrified of this game. But, you know, he didn't put a foot wrong all night. All night, Kiwior. He did not put a foot wrong, and I was impressed with him. You know, and the worst player on the pitch, in my opinion, overall was Martin Odegaard, especially in that first half. But, you know, and when you say something like that and the Kiwior's in the team, you think, what the freaking hell are you talking about? But Odegaard's not the same player. But he did improve in that second half, though. I've got to give him that. Historic night. Boys did themselves proud, especially Declan Rice. Hasn't scored a free kick, a direct free kick, in his whole career. Got 2 tonight against Real Madrid. Unbelievable. 3-0 win. Nice, you rebranded. I changed the name from Football Dad's Army to the Arsenal Alliance DXR. Did you know about that? I'm sure you knew about that, unless you haven't, obviously. Yeah, I did. It was a little while ago now, though, bro. Everyone stepped up. Scott Kirk in that second half. Yes, they did. The man from tomorrow's in the chat. What time is it in New Zealand, Scott? What time is it? What's it now? I bet it's about. Oh, would it be about 10 o'clock in the morning? Maybe 9 o'clock in the morning over there. I am a Man City fan. I'm a Man City fan. Fair play. Yeah, I guess that Manchester is blue. I guess you was a City fan. You've dropped off a cliff this season, bro. Skelly was also very good. Can't believe we struck gold with him, Saka and Wanyeri. Coach Jordace. Yeah, man. I thought Skelly was brilliant. He assisted Marino's goal as well. I thought he was brilliant. And he's only 18. He's 18 now. I think Wanyeri's turned 18 now as well. 2 18-year-olds in that team. Yeah. Who's the better player, Wanyeri or Skelly? I think Skelly, mate. Wanyeri sort of had a little bit of a drop off, innit, in the last few games, but he's played. Saka's back now, so he probably won't get as much game time as what I'd hope, but because Arteta keeps playing Odegaard, and I said in the preview that I did, I would have moved over Wanyeri into the 10, into Odegaard's position. Try Saka and Wanyeri, because especially, why didn't he use him in the second half? I don't know. The first Rice free kick was top class. Oh, they was both top class, bro. Would rest Saka Saturday, need him fit for the return leg? Maybe, John. Yeah, maybe bring him on the last 20 minutes of that game. 9:10 a.m. is it, Scott? Yeah, it's early for you, isn't it? You have to get up early for them games, didn't you? Martinelli played out of his skin. He was brilliant, James. Both wingers, Saka and Martinelli. Martinelli was wicked today, mate. He was wicked. What was his name? Was it Asensio? Who was he beating? He was rinsing him down that left. Was it Asensio playing for them right back? I think it was. He bent it round the wall. True. What a goal. Unbelievable goal, coach. Unbelievable, sir. Second one was good as well, though. He just pinged it straight into the right-hand side, didn't he? But that curler, man, the camera went straight on Roberto Carlos. Did you watch that? Do you remember that goal he scored in Le Tournoi for Brazil? I think it was against France, actually. When he bent it, the bend on that free kick he scored was unbelievable. Skelly for you, yeah. I'm starting to lean to what I do like Wanyeri. I do like the way he plays, exactly like Saka, cuts in on his left foot. He's like a carbon copy of him, isn't he, really? But yeah, Skelly's mustard, mate. And he's setting into that. He inverts well. So he inverts well from that left back position. I've just showed the replay of the first free kick. What a free kick, man. Oh, curled it round the wall. Amazing. Amazing. He's got to be taking the free kicks from now on, absolutely. I was watching Soccer Saturday thing with Merson on. What did Merson say, Manchester? Hard to judge because Skelly plays more body of work to judge them. But yeah, I think he's very strong as well, Skelly, isn't he? He's like a little bulldog. He's like a little Micah Richards sort of stamp. You know, Micah Richards was a right back, wasn't he? Fucking solid. Solid. Skelly is ahead of Ethan for me, Scott's saying. Raya was mustard tonight. Caught every ball. He was brilliant. That's right. Tim S2's. Was Arsenal finally the best game I've ever seen? Well, Arsenal finally the best game I've ever seen. I've seen some good games, man. I wouldn't say it was the best game I'd ever seen, but what a great result in that second half, though. We played very well. Humbled Real Madrid, man. Humbled them. Real Madrid goalkeeper was Courtois, man. He was brilliant at Chelsea as well, though, weren't he? You think he was the man of the match after Rice? He went wild when Arsenal scored. Oh, did he? Did he? But he's a Chelsea fan, you know. Merson. I know he's an Arsenal legend. Make no mistake about that. But he's a Chelsea fan. 3-0 against Real Madrid. Still got no striker, I know. But we need one, don't we? We still got... Can you imagine if we get Gyökeres? Gyökeres, apparently, this Andrea Berta, I'm hearing... I know sometimes it's all bullshit, James. But... I'm hearing that they've already had talks. This Andrea Berta has already had talks with his representatives, and like what they call it, personal terms, is not going to be a problem. I want Williams after watching this upgrade on Martinelli. Coach George Dees wants Nico Williams. Where was he? Bilbao, wasn't he? Atletico Bilbao. Yeah, I'd take Nico Williams, but not as a. I wouldn't sell Martinelli to buy him. I'd keep Martinelli in the team as well. Maybe Trossard might be leaving. I think Trossard wants to leave as well. I'm hearing rumours about that. Timantus. Am I saying your name right? Timantus. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I give credit where it's due. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Thomas Partey was good as well. Yeah, Thomas Partey played. He was breaking up, played very well, weren't he? He was unlucky to get booked, I thought, but you know, he had a good game. But they all played well in that second half. I can't moan about any player in that second half. To be fair, sloppy first half from players like Saka was sloppy in the first half. Nearly give the ball away there. Mbappe nearly scored from it. Odegaard certainly was sloppy. But the second half, it was unbelievable. Coach Jewel Deesh is saying exactly rotation. Gabby and Will. Yeah, Gabby. Yeah, rotate him. Absolutely. Sterling back to Chelsea. He's definitely going back there in the summer, John. I would have sent him back in January if possible, but obviously we got that fucking injury, didn't we? Havertz got injured in January, didn't he? So that's probably why they kept him. It might have been one of the reasons why they kept him. I'm not sure if they was allowed to send him back. He might have had to stay for the whole of the season. I'm not 100% on that, but I would have sent him back if possible. I would have got rid of him then. So the 100 million for Rice was deserved. Well, it's just the going rate. It's the rate today, isn't it? It's what they pay for the best players. You're paying through the nose. I mean, I don't think anyone's worth 100 million. I think it's so over bloated the transfer market nowadays. But it's the going rate, mate. So yeah, it is 105 million. I believe it was a bit more, wasn't it? Paid. Sorry. James Lau is saying, made Mbappe look like Solanke. They were saying, can we play you every week? They were saying, are you Spurs in disguise, weren't they? Getting a bit cocky, man. You can't be too cocky because they go back and do us 4-0 at the Bernabeu and then we'll be out. So let's just keep it tight. Keep it like, don't go too mad. Don't overreact too much. I know it's exciting. I get what a performance. Everyone's buzzing. But we've got to So you still got to keep it on the mellow one, man. Let's be mellow about it and just go mental when we do them at the Barnabow as well. Innit? Put respect on Solanke, please. Don't rate him at all, bro. Sorry, man. James Lau was laughing. Great finding this channel. Oh, thank you, Coach Jordache. Am I saying your name right as well? Or I don't know. Sometimes I can't read properly. But I think Jordache, it looks like, or Jordake. What is it? Welcome, Coach Jordakes. Figo was 50 million. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Is that when he went to Chelsea? Was it when he went to Chelsea? Did he go to Chelsea? Was it Figo? Where did he go? The Portuguese player you're talking about, ain't you? The left back. I'm sure did he go to Chelsea? Give Sterling a run out in the second leg as he was suspended tonight. No, fuck that. Sterling can piss off, mate. He's not getting... Why would you give him a run out, man? Why would you risk that? That dismantling... Stephen O'Callaghan, that dismantling of Real after the pain they cause other clubs with their Champions League BS is so satisfying. Absolutely. I heard that Mbappe and Salibas and Rudiger... and who was the other player? Vinicius Junior. I heard that they might have been suspended for this game. And was that something to do with the celebrations or something they were saying about? Was it the fans, Steve, or the players? They were saying something. I didn't really know the full SP of that, but I did hear something. But they all played. I know Salibas didn't. But I did hear that they could have been banned for the game. Why was Rice not been taking free kicks all along? I don't know, T-Man. I don't know, mate. You know, he hasn't scored a direct free kick for his whole career. I've said it a few times. I don't know if you heard me, mate. But look at them two he's took. He's got to be taking them. They must have been on him in training, on him. Because Odegaard ain't scored a free kick either for a long time. How's it at James Lau? I'm sure you're saying hello. Jordache, Coach Jordache, sweet mate. It's over. Arsenal are through. It's never over till the fat lady sings, as they say. It's never over. French. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else then. Mikel Arteta scared because of Berta. Yeah, mate. I think he could be cracking the whip at Mikel Arteta. Hopefully he is, mate. Hopefully he's going to put the toe up his arsehole. Mikel is actually managing now because his mate Edu is gone fight. He's gone. He's fighting for his job. Hopefully there's some pressure on him, coach. Hopefully there is some pressure on him there. Because, yeah, obviously Edu they were mates. They played together at Arsenal. Was they there together? They might have been there together for a short amount of time. I can't remember exactly if they were. But, yeah, they were mates. And obviously they was always together like peas and carrots, weren't they? When you see them in the stadium sitting next to each other and at the press conferences and that, they was together quite a lot and they was always pictured together. So, you know, they was best buddies. So he didn't want to sack his mate, but I'm glad that he left anyway, Edu, because we've got someone there that's apparently don't take no shit. Crazy celebrations, making dirty gestures, and mooning Atletico fans with their... Yeah, that was it, Stephen, man. I remember that there was a big fucking murders about it. How didn't they get the ban then? If they was actually mooning the fans, they should have got the ban. Time to put in the work. Arteta's got to do this, man. If he wins his Champions League, I hope we do, but I'm not going to say that because I don't want him at the club anymore. It's not going to say that I'd rather lose I want the trophy. I want to win the Champions League. He'd go down in history, wouldn't he? The first ever manager to Arsenal manager to win the Champions League. Wouldn't he? He'd be a legend all of a sudden. Two of the greatest free kicks I've ever seen. Thank you for the free kick, coach. Yeah. I called it. I predicted 3-0. Guna Gargamel, did you? Mate, I didn't want to say it on the channel. I done a preview. I was thinking we was going to get beat 2-0. Seriously, I know you might think, what are you talking about? Why are you saying... I was trying to be realistic about it. I never dreamed this would happen. Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, what did they do? What did they do? Honestly, they had a couple of little chances. He was crowded out, Vinicius Junior. Mbappe, I think he hit the side netting, didn't he? But brilliant game, mate. And after that first half, I was thinking, oh, here we go again. And I was thinking, I'm not entertained by Arsenal at the moment. I ain't been like the 1-1 draw at Everton the weekend. It's just not entertaining at the minute. But today, thoroughly entertained, man. Thoroughly. Stevens saying his set piece delivery is always consistently perfect. The corners, unbelievable. Scored a lot of goals. They were talking about the set pieces, Stephen. But no Gabriel in the team, and he scored about 5 goals from his head, didn't he? From the free kicks and the corners, Gabriel. I was worried, man. But what was I worried about? And who needs a striker? It's not a surprise he got a very good delivery. He killed us in the 2-2 for the Mourinho goal. Killed us in the 2-2 for the Mourinho goal from the free kick. Yeah. Coach Jordash, buy good buyers and win next year's new Man City. Let's hope so, man. Coach, let's hope so. Let's get... There's like Zubimendi's been rumoured. We know that Jorginho's going to be leaving out of his contract. We're not sure what's happening with Party yet, but I'd keep Party. Apparently Zubimendi, there's Gyökeres, this Benjamin Sesko, don't want him. Nico Williams, I'd take. Gyökeres definitely take. There's a few other players that's been mentioned, but let's see what happens. All we can do is see what happens. Stop it, Gunnar. Tim S is saying, stop it, Gunnar. Coach, don't worry about a ban because Emi Martinez grabbed his crotch during a World Cup celebration and nothing happened. Glad we showed the haters how it's done. Mbappe was laughing. Rich enough, no thanks. Did you see his expression after the free kicks? Did you see the way he looked? the expression on his face. Stephen saying, if I had to put money on it, I would think PSG are favourites. They battled us off the pitch in Paris. Manager is elite. We beat them, didn't we? Didn't we beat them 2-0? Paris Saint-Germain. I thought we beat them 2-0, in the group stages. But you know how good they are, man. You know how good they are. They've got... he's going right at me name. What's the striker's name? Dembele, is it? Dembele. They've got... there's like a Kazakhstanian winger they've got. I can't remember his name. He's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic player. I've even starred him in Sofa Scores. So he scored the other day. I got when you track players in Sofa. If you've got Sofa Scores, that's it. You've got it, Stephen. They have a lot of new players since. Yeah, that's the player. Brilliant little player, mate. We have to worry about Emery in Europe. Yeah, we do. But it's the Europa League he's won. This is a different kettle of fish, coach. It's a different kettle of fish. He won it with Sevilla 4 times or something, wasn't it? Knocked us out. What was it? Look at that for player of the match. Declan Rice gets player of the match. Man in the match, I like to call it. But it's player of the match now because of the girls involved and all that, I suppose. But it's player of the match now. That's a nice little Champions League trophy for man in the match. You know what I mean? They used to get a big magnum of champagne back in the day. Villa Arsenal for place in the final would be wild. Yeah, wouldn't it just? It would, but I think you never know, mate. You never really know because Villa they're a fucking good team, to be fair. Did they beat Forest the weekend? And Forest are doing really. Yeah, I think they beat. Was it Villa that beat Forest? Rashford and Asensio, Watkins, Bailey, Rogers. Oh, but yeah, great players. Rashford has come into his own at Villa. I think he should make that a permanent deal. Do you? I think he should stay at Villa because at United, mate. He ain't been a great player. He ain't done nothing for about 3 years, has he? Yeah, they bought Asensio and Rashford, didn't they, in January? Yeah, Emery loves Europe. Yeah, they did buy well. They did. Why couldn't we? You know, I mean, I don't know if you saw any of the videos that I was doing during that January transfer window, and I thought that'd be a last ditch move for us. I wouldn't have been happy about it, but look how well he's played for Villa, Rashford. I thought I bet we'd get Donnell Malin. They got who did they sell to uh Saudi? One of their players went to Saudi, didn't they? Because we put in a bid for Watkins in January. And they didn't sell Watkins because who's the striker that went to Saudi? I can't fucking remember. Rashford leaving United and winning the Champions League would be so hilarious. Be such a United thing to happen. Absolutely. That's his name. That's him. Duran, yeah. Jimmy Thomas in the chat. How you doing, Jim? Duran, yeah. That's why we didn't get Watkins, man. But you know, the world and his mate knows that we should have signed a striker in January. I don't understand why we didn't, and it was so frustrating. But you know, look, we're still doing all right in this Champions League, and without one, no one played. I think Odegaard got forward more than even Marino tonight. But I know he gets his goal. He gets a goal. We're coming from deep, false nine settings, isn't it? Yeah, Villa's team man coach are proper. We didn't give him enough a chance at Arsenal. Couldn't speak proper English, could he? He had the interpreter, good evening, you know, when he was trying to talk after the match, after the games. He lost the dressing room. There was a lot of stinkers in that dressing room, though. You know, with your Ozils and your Aubameyangs and I think even Lacazette, players like that. There was a few Pepe. There was a few players there. Do you think we will heavily rotate against Brentford now? Stephen's saying that. No, I hope not. I hope not heavily. I think we should still keep a core there. Brentford's going to be a tough team. I don't want to start losing games in the Premier League. We're looking over our shoulder. You know, Forest are doing so well this year. I think we're 5 points clear of Forest now, because they lost. I'm sure it was Villa that beat them, and we drew. So we was 4. So we're 5 points clear of them. So we can afford to lose a game to keep them behind us, but we've still got to go to Anfield. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, Coach. Stephen, sorry. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I know it's the top 5 this year. I think it's been confirmed. The top 5 this year that we're going to go to the Champions League. But I still want to keep second. I still want to keep us second, runners up. It's the best we can do. We ain't winning it, so the next best is runners up, obviously, and that's where we are. But winning the Champions League as well, you automatically go into the next one. So you automatically qualify. So would that take the 5th spot away? Maybe it would. I don't know. It might, or 6 of us could go through into it. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look into that, to be fair. He knows what it takes. Let's win Europa Champions League. Imagine the meltdown from... Oh, can you imagine the other fans? Oh, the rival fans, the Tottenham fans, and... Oh, my God, especially the Tottenham fans. Similar to Everton. What's that? Do you think... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we did rotate. That was a 1-1 draw against Everton at Goodison. Wait, is that home or away? I can't remember that either. Is it away? I think it's away to Brentford, isn't it? I think we're going away. I think we played them at home. Elanga, he's mustard, mate, Elanga. Brilliant. They've got some good players there. Chris Wood, look how good he was, 34, however old he was. One of the top goal scorers in the league, isn't it? Or if not the top goal scorer, is he? I'm not sure if it's him or Isaac. Yeah, finished 2-1. I'd rather finish 6th and win the Champions League. Hoodie Hoods, are you on the spectrum? What's the spectrum? What do you mean by that? I don't know. Coach will dash, but the new format in UFC doesn't really matter anymore if you're 2nd or 5th. We, the same as Chelsea, Liverpool, top the league phase, but all right, let's see. Yeah, let's see. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work then, Coach. Yeah, you're right. Knobhead Arsenal fans are all the same. 5-0 Madrid, the second leg. Hoodie Hoods having a pop at the knobhead Arsenal fans is calling us. All right, Hoodie. You might be in the wrong place, bro. You're obviously not an Arsenal fan. Carry on, though. Carry on slagging us off if you want. I'm not bothered. For sticks and stones, bro. You must be like, I don't know, you've got to be a Spurs fan, I suppose. Not bad, Arsenal fans. Not bad. You wouldn't say that to my face, mate. Absolutely wouldn't say that to my face. But Saka White would be by the Saka White will be more. Sorry, I can't understand that, Coach. Sorry, mate. I can't work that one out. If anyone's going to do it, it's Madrid. What, win the Champions League? They've won it 15 times. You're a United fan. Oh, all right. Man United, they're doing well this season, aren't they? I'd definitely say it to your face, you could. No, you wouldn't. Absolutely, you wouldn't. Coach Dash. By the way, Saka White will be more fit by. Yeah, they would. Do you think, would you replace him then? Would you replace Timber with Ben White for that game? Would you move Timber into the centre back position next to Saliba? Because he can play with he can play left back and right back and centre half, can't he? So if Ben White's fit, maybe. All Arsenal fans are, yeah, well, all right, because you can say what you want. In which way? I ain't delusional, mate. I'm humble, man. I know my team. I know, I know they're not good enough, but I'm just buzzing on the game tonight. If Man United beat Real Madrid 3-0, I'm sure you'll be buzzing as well, bro. You can't fight in the first leg. You can't fight in the first leg, gents, because why? Leave Timber on the wing. Okay. Where would you put White then? Would you put White at centre back? There's a point. He can play centre back as well, centre half. Timber, Skelly, Gabriel, elite. Yeah, they are. They are. Gabriel. This is what I was worried about, man. With Gabriel being missing for the rest of the season now, I was worried about Jakob Gabriel. White is our depth, yeah. But do you remember like the first year? Excuse me, one sec. The first season he played for us, and he was playing centre half. He wasn't great, was he? Then when we moved him out to right wing, he was brilliant. The last 2 years, last year and the year before, played right wing. He was amazing. I thought he was fucking brilliant. That little link up with Saka and Odegaard, them three, on that right-hand side, it was brilliant. I really thought it was good down the right. We didn't have the same on the left. It was a bit lopsided. We didn't have, because we had last season was better because Granit Xhaka, he sort of stepped up, didn't he? He stepped up into that. He had a great season. His last season on that in that left 8 position, then you had Martinelli over there. That was pretty good, but I mean, this year we've sort of been this year. It's not been the same over that left-hand side. And you know, the right-hand, Odegaard's dropped off. We had the injury. He was injured at first. 12 games out he had. You know, Saka missed like fucking 3 months. And he's not the same player without Saka in the team either, Odegaard. Coaches saying, don't worry, Kiwior had Madrid in the Polish headlock. National Championship. If you know, you know. Do we need Gyökeres or Isaac? Right, that's a good question. Gyökeres is smashing it in Portugal. It wasn't great when he was at Coventry, when on loan to Swansea. I think there was another team he went on loan to as well for a little while. He was all right. He wasn't the tops though. But since the last 2 years in Portugal, he's smashing it with goals and assists, absolutely doing bits. But Isaac is Premier League ready. He's doing it for Newcastle. So I think if we're going to be more realistic, it's Gyökeres because of the price we get. Apparently, we can get him for like 60, 65. Newcastle, 150 for Isaac. We can get two players for that. We can get Nico Williams and Gyökeres for the money that they want for Isaac. So, you know, to be more realistic, it's got to be Gyökeres, bro. Coach Jewel Dash, you goon. Nobody wants to join. Why are you having a go at my chat, all the hoods? What are you having a go at people for? It's not the place for that, man. This is a channel respectful. Join where? Relax. We won. Gyökeres for me. James is saying Gyökeres. Imagine him up front tonight. Oh, it would have been 5-0. Yeah. He scores that goal. He scores the header. Declan Rice hits down into the ground. He's saved, and then the rebound that Martinelli done. He scores both of them. If he's in any of them positions, he scores both of them, doesn't he? Madrid 5-0 second leg. You're hoping so, aren't you? Gonna come back and watch you cry. I hope you do come back, bro. Have you subscribed to the channel? Press the bell. You'll get a notification. Make sure you go live next week. I will, so I can bully you. The Cockney Spaz. Oh my God. The Cockney Spaz. I can take it on the chin, mate. Sticks and stones. Don't worry about that. United is my biggest rival growing up. Of course it was. Vieira, Keane, Henry, Scholes days. The cheating from the refs, Fergie time, etc. Absolutely remember all that, man. Now it's all cheating. The whole world's gone. Yeah. What are 2 goals? The free kicks were brilliant. Brilliant free kicks, weren't they? For Hoodie. Yeah, Hoodie's a United fan. The Keane and Vieira rivalry was amazing, man, back in the day. That was amazing. Yeah. That's it. So, listen, don't forget, guys. 80 of you have liked the video. Appreciate that, man. I ain't gonna stay much longer. I'm gonna sit once the chat dies down a bit. I'm gonna call it a night. I've got an early start in the morning. Crazy English fans, the best. I love football. Good game to watch. Good atmosphere. It was a great atmosphere there, wasn't it? They did quieten us down a little bit. Real Madrid in that first half. You know, and then we picked it up again towards the end of that first half, didn't we? The last 15 minutes of that first half was really good, and we proper started to have a go at them. And then we've come out in the second half and we took it. We took it to them and we done fucking brilliant. And I'm proud of them. Proud of every one of them in that second half, man. Later, James, sweet mate, great night. Great game. I'm doing a giveaway soon for those of you that are still here and watching. I've got to sort out what I'm doing. I will be doing it on a podcast. I'll be doing it on a podcast soon. I'm not sure when it's going to be. I might wait till the end of the season to do it, and then I'm going to do. I haven't done a podcast for a little while. It's been a bit quiet on that scene at the minute, but I will be doing one, and there will be a giveaway. It'll be fanzines. It'll only be fanzines. The old fanzines I got back from the 90s. that the rivalries were about with the United and that. Yeah. So Hoodie Hoods might remember that. Deckers was a superstar. He's brilliant, mate. New deal in the summer. Make him captain. Make him captain, bro. No keeper in the world gets to that second free kick. Absolutely not. Courtois, one of the best keepers who's ever lived. You've got to admit that. I mean, they got him from Chelsea, and he was brilliant at Chelsea. I believe he won the league. Did he win the Premier League under Mourinho? I think he did at Chelsea, and then Real Madrid snapped him up, and he's been there for a few years now. But he's a great keeper. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to play tonight. He was apparently injured, but he passed a late fitness test, didn't he? Good idea, yeah, James. I'm going to do a podcast probably the end of the season, and then I'm going to give. I've got about 8 of them, I think, and then I'll do a quiz or I'll do something, and I'll load up the one that's going to be, and we'll work something out. We'll work something out with that. Be a little giveaway. I might do one, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be after the season. It might as well wait till then, see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody out there. I will be doing a preview for the Brentford game the day before. I'm not sure if it's Saturday or Sunday this week. I've got to check that. Oh, there's a question from Anthony Herbert before we go. Lee, who would you have in the next round, Villa or PSG? Or Villa, mate. It's Villa. I know Villa, a little bit of a bogey team, ain't they? But PSG, man, I don't want to play them again. They want to get revenge. I think it was 2-1. Was it 2-1 or was it 2-1? I think we beat them in the group stages. But, I mean, look how good they are now. Look how good they are. Look what they've done to Liverpool, man. Good team, man. The striker, Dembele, the winger that I just mentioned earlier. Brilliant. But anyway, I'm cutting out. So thanks everybody in the chat, and I will see you all very soon.